This is no ordinary garden. 5th grade student Grace Lyde knew there was something different about this place when she first saw it.
And I thought of it as like a whole nother world. It was so beautiful.
The beauty is in the work of students, parents, and area residents. Every year during Big Sunday, they add a little more to the space to create the garden at Carthay Center Elementary School. Last year, the students' fathers built a chicken coop.
Want to pet her? She's very nice.
This year, volunteers are building a sunshade. This garden is a living classroom. Master gardener Machleder taught the first science classes here.
When I first came here, the children, they didn't know anything about bugs. They didn't know anything about plants. They were really frightened of all the little creatures. And after a couple of years, they became very interested. They watched the bees at work. They collect the insects.
Many of the students come from immigrant families, and English is not their first language. This garden has not only helped build their vocabulary, teachers and students say it also has improved test scores in science.
It's a lot better now with the garden because we can interact. We don't just have to sit there and listen to a teacher. We can actually interact with different activities within what they're talking about.
Interacting sometimes means eating, says 6th grader Mychael.
Sometimes you get to make salads from the garden with lettuce and other types of lettuce, and it's very awesome. Whoever came up with this idea for the garden, I give them a thumbs up.
We've got an apple tree here.
Teresa Dahl is one of the parents who first thought of the idea of a garden, but she says it wouldn't be possible without the Big Sunday volunteers.
Once they come in the gate and they put a plant in the ground, or they rake behind the buildings, or they pick up trash, they start to take ownership of their school and feel more like a community.
The purpose of this annual volunteer event is to create the feeling of community. It's a chance for people from different socioeconomic backgrounds and cultures to come together and work toward a common goal.
You may have just arrived here from across the world. You may have spent your whole life in Los Angeles. You may be a doctor at a major university, or you may be a day laborer. But when you're sweating in the garden together, it's a great equalizer.
The sweat and hard work in this garden is bearing fruit in the lives of the students here. Elizabeth Lee for VOA News, Los Angeles.